Alright, what did Dusky YouTube? It's been a minute, and for good reason. I was waiting for something, found out it got delayed. Okay, delay from bad weather, we can accept that, for one day, that's fine. So instead of getting it on Friday, we're set for Saturday. Well, my item came to Augusta, and Augusta held on to it. They didn't ship it out. Yeah, them bastards. They had enough time to, and they didn't. Okay, so they got it around 5 a.m. And usually they put stuff into the trucks around this time, and they're done around 6 a.m. to go out, or around 7, But whatever the case may be, they held on to it instead of putting it onto the truck to go out. So Monday, Monday is when we got it. I'm doing the video Tuesday because I was one of the very last damn stops on there, so I got this like around nighttime. So didn't feel like recording. I wasn't in the mood. Just too many things going on. So today's Tuesday, and we're gonna finally do the unboxing. Ultra late, I like getting stuff on the release date. This kind of kills the mood, and people already seen other people's videos because it's oversaturated if you don't get it on the first day. But either way, even in a bad mood and all that, I'm still gonna do mine regardless, But man, it was a pain in the butt waiting to. Man, it was a horrible, funky mood, I'm still on the first game because integrate I never went through, so we're playing through integrate so I can see the little cutscenes of that or whatever. And then we're going to get to this one, it's always fun to redo trophies over again, and maybe get a refresher, because it's been like about 4 years now. Yeah, 4 years since I did it. So Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Here's the deluxe edition that's within the box because we got the collector's edition, but now they don't put it into an ultra big box no more. They just maybe have the deluxe and then the big, the item into the big one, Well, off bat, I hate how they did this. This should have been a dust cover that you pull off and then you can open up from the top. No. They expect you to open from the side. Oh, God, how stupid. So I put my finger into both sides to see which one was easier to open up a little bit, So this side was the better side. I guess there's something more, but who wants to open from this? How? I'm not a fan of it, That's just me personally. You gotta excuse how slow I'm taking some of this stuff because last night sometimes I get arteritis flares, within the joints. It kind of produces a little oil, but last night it didn't, so it kind of got a little numb. I'm now to a point I can ball it up, but I can't put no real good pressure on it. But last night I couldn't hardly bend my fingers, so it don't happen too long, but it's just things to come in the future for me, and I don't look forward to it because it's painful, so I already know it's coming. Hopefully by that time I can be a little bit more prepared. I don't want to be the one that has the real bad arthritis where your hands are already like inwards and just you can't even open up. I rather prefer like how to have it where it's just hard to bend, but either which way they're still painful. Gotta see what my primary say about that, but deal with everything you can get, I am going to purchase the steelbook separately. Not the one that's kind of like this, but the one with the two females on there, okay? That's the steelbook I want. Okay, I did get, the pre-order code. Then through the email, we got to go through that process to, we got the original soundtrack, but I don't ever use this one here, so apparently they don't have their own little slip that had the little goodies. They just send it through the email, which I'm not a fan of. Just put it on the slip like everybody else. We know it's DLC. It's a 2-disc. So we got Sephiroth there and Cloud jumping. If you add them together, it's Cloud jumping towards Sephiroth. I kind of like how they did that. That's pretty awesome. This is a double slip, so just like the original. You do have the old school Japanese version where it's just the logo. You can see a little bit here, but everything else is just a black cover. So nothing fancy about that, but we want the fanciness. We're going to keep this cover because it's a lot better to me. If the alternative side was with Cloud jumping towards Sephiroth, we would have maybe considered that, but I'm happy with this. I mean, here's a better picture of it right there. And I'm looking forward to playing that whenever we're done with this one. We got the white screen in the background going on to YouTube because it's kind of getting dark because it's supposed to thunderstorm tomorrow. And the sun went away already, so it's preparing for that nastiness. Here is the steel book that they have. Cloud with a sack. I said it's nice, but I want the one with the 2 females, okay? Not bad. So I like the steel book. Sometimes steel books do drop in whatever art design it is, and it's like, you don't like it. And that one's nice. We got a little tiny art book. This should have been a big art book in my opinion. I'm not a fan of that. Because who wants the little small little pictures? I'm just going to show a few. I'm not going to bring the camera over. But if you've seen an art book, you got a general idea of what's what, you know. Like I said, just giving you a preview. At least it's not a basic one that's just like maybe 12, 14 pages. Mid one, that's maybe like 20 something. This one is a lot better, but this one should have been big book. Not mini cute little one. They always save the big ones for their own collector's editions they put out separately to make $100 or whatever, you know, overpriced. It's cheap as hell. I hate that they do it that method. I'm not saying it's cheap, but I'm saying it's cheap as hell on their part instead of putting into the collector's edition. This is cute, but I'm pretty sure the collector's edition is way better. It is what it is. And then we got the soundtrack that got 13 tracks. I'm pretty sure that is not the main official one, because what I was being heard that they hyped up is the mini soundtrack. And they even say it on there. This thing is supposed to have 500 something tracks. So of course they got their own collector's edition soundtrack separately. Gotta make that money because Square Enix is greedy. They've gone down because of that greed. Some of the collector's editions are way overpriced. This was kind of overpriced, but you know, that's how they do their figurines. I mean, the Cloud motorcycle one was expensive. It is what it is. I don't know if the code they have inside the thing is a full soundtrack or it's just once again the mini. I would assume it's the mini because they gotta make that money. Alright, let's pull this bad boy. I haven't opened it, so I don't know how hard it is going to be to get it out. Let's just go ahead and dump it on its side and pull it out. And I'm saying that because I don't want to use my fingers because I said the little bending part's a little too hard for me at the moment to do. We're going to do it this way, just gently. Alright, let's go ahead and get the box cutter. Depending how it looks on the inside, depends if I'm going to open it up or not. As in, like, you know, trying to say maybe pull the figurine out. Another box within the box. Okay, so far everything looks pretty good. Sometimes when those warehouse workers or manufacturers, they just ship stuff out and sometimes there's dings, dangs, bumps, whatever. Definitely protected well. Okay, so definitely, this is the stuff that costs a bit of money. Okay, this is why it's so costly. But there's some people out there like Bandai Namco who puts collector's edition out, Tekken 8, and they recently dropped another collector's edition. It's way overpriced. Nobody's going to do a DLC. $250 for DLC just because the figurine. You stupid. Here's the head. Here's the one wing. It's nicely painted, nicely detailed. And I like things that's detailed because there's some stuff that's overpriced and it doesn't look good. They're just trying to get on the wave of overpricing every little dang to, you know, hey, they fork money over this. They can fork money over for us too, right? All right, let's see if we can pull this out without. Okay, got another little miniature wing, and I don't know what this is. It's like a pick or something. I have no idea. It's just a little slot right there. Maybe it's to hold the. No, it's not to hold it in. Whoa. Usually when you got something this big, they got like a little display over here. Yeah, that's gonna be costly, all right. So, but it's a lot of times worthwhile, you know. It is worth the money. So I'm trying to figure out how we're gonna put this together. It's the figurine. Good thing it's not in 4 or 5 different pieces itself. Let's see. Yeah. I'm trying to do the best because apparently the leg's a little bit too close. You're going to pull the leg over some to get into the right placement. Alright. I want to break it, so we tried our best to get this correctly. Put the head in. See if we can do this a little bit correctly. Once again, we don't want to put too much pressure and ruin things because I feel I can always end up doing that. Alright. We got the head and where is the process of the wing? Well, you can basically imagine what that looked like, okay? We're not going to process anymore. This is what it's going to look like. You get a general idea, but not trying to put it up because I don't got nowhere in the room to display this, you know? But for those who love displaying, oh, they're going to love this. At least they made the sword look like the sword, okay? This gigantic beast monstrosity. So you get the idea of what it looks like. All in all, the quality looks good to me. This is basically how the price goes for certain figurines like this anyway, so I had to have it, okay? I mean, like, majority of the Final Fantasy collector's editions I've got, might as well keep it going, especially with the Final Fantasy. The third part better have Tifa, Ares, it better have some female, okay? We got Cloud with the first one. We got Sephiroth for the second one. I don't think they're going to put both of them together because then they're going to make that collector's edition way higher than it's supposed to. Or like how they usually do it, let's put it this way. That's why I don't even have the Star Ocean one. I felt that was kind of overpriced. Final Fantasy 12, they had the Peter set. That was overpriced to me. I definitely didn't get that. We held off on the Pixel deluxe version, whatever they had, and we just got the basic, you know, with the slipcover. But like all the other Final Fantasy stuff, we did pull out for the collector's editions, you know. So if it's the main set, might as well, you know. I mean, man, it all depends, really. Okay, if it's some good stuff, maybe, but Some of the stuff like that Final Fantasy 12 Peter said, nah, that didn't look good to me, okay? A lot of people tend to add pins to and then check the price of way higher. I mean, it don't cost that much to make pins, okay? That stuff we don't care about. Figurines, I can see. The art book, the nice art books, put it this way, soundtrack. That should be like Nissa's price, $100, $120. I can see those prices. THQ Embracer, F them. That SpongeBob destroy all humans. They just recently, like I said, just overpriced stuff that doesn't justify this price. And then they had to close down studios and fire people because they don't understand why they're not bringing in what they're supposed to. Cancel games they had supposed to. Piranha Bytes, oh man, I feel for them. They're a lower one. They're not a AAA studio, but I mean, like, they still put out some good stuff I enjoy. So to close that down, drop it, they're looking for now. People are buying themselves back, being independent. Yeah, it's crazy. It's just like, don't get into it in which these companies gobble up all their things and saying you lose the IPs and they close you down. But anywho's, hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing. I did. Nothing really bad. It's just disappointed how long it took. So please leave some likes, some comments, definitely hit that bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.